And we'll take a few minutes to scan and see what is in our awareness at the beginning of the class. Are you aware of the clothing that you're wearing? Are you aware of the skin touching the mat or the floor? Are you aware of your breath, the rhythm of your breath? And for my sake, we'll take a few minutes to just focus into the breath, and without a lot of efforts, just kind of direct it so you inhale through your nose and you exhale through your nose. And each time that we exhale, we'll try to make it a little bit longer, a little bit calmer. So in your own tempo, count how many counts for the inhale and how many counts for the exhale. So you're trying to stretch the exhale a little bit longer. And let's add one more thing. When you inhale, at the top of the inhale, stay at the top and kind of scout the terrain internally. And when you're finally done exhaling, do the same thing, just hover over there and don't rush into taking a breath. Wait until your body really wants to have a breath. But without an effort, it's not a race. It's just an opportunity to keep a distance, a space between the inhale and the exhale. And when you're done exhaling the next time, bend your legs so the knees are pointing up towards the ceiling and feet are standing on the floor. And just for a little bit, rock on your sacrum, on the triangle bone, in between the two sides of your pelvic bones. And just rock maybe an inch. The knees are not moving. You're rocking down towards the tailbone and up towards the lower back. Very, very gently, like you're ironing it. Maybe the size of maybe 2-3 inches at the most. And notice if one side of your sacrum, the triangle bone, is more prominent. Are you on one side more than the other? Are you in the center? Are your feet doing anything when you're walking? Are you getting a little bit firmer grip into the mat when you're at the top of the sacrum and a little bit less pressure into the feet when you are towards your tailbone? And rest in the middle. And with your eyes probably closed would be easier, but if you need them open, you can have them open. Move the eyeballs up towards the head and down towards your cheeks. Up towards your head and down towards your cheeks. And notice if there's a difference between the eyeballs. Is one of them responding to the request of moving down and up? Is one lazy and says, I don't feel like doing this? And one is more engaging in your trying to move it? Maybe they're moving together. Are they moving in the center of the eye? And get deeper and deeper into the movement of the eyeball. And remember that you don't need to do a big movement. Actually, when you do a little movement and you slow it down, you have a chance to actually become more aware of how and what is going on. And as the eyeball is moving up and down, can you feel it's doing like an arc? Is it a straight line or is it an arcing line? And when you're moving down and up, is something in the back of your head is moving as well. Can you feel the skin on your skull moving just so much? And rest the eyes. And rehearse in your mind's eye, what did you figure out? What did you sense from the things I said? What did you sense from the things that I didn't say? And now we're going to go back to the same movement of the eyes going up and down. And maybe with the awareness of the back of the head moving a little bit, we're going to also include the sacrum responding to the eyes movement. So the same movement that we did earlier by itself, now we're going to try to match it to the eyes and make sure that you're not moving more on the sacrum, but you're moving with the eyes. We do have an intelligence inside us, and see if you can slow it down and really coordinate between the movement at the back of your sacrum to the eye movement. And as you're doing so, notice if anything else is moving. Is your nose moving up and down? Is your chin moving up and down? Can you feel the back of your neck muscles? And is the movement moving smoothly through the muscle? Is one side of your neck gripping? And let it go. Rest. And allow yourself to rehearse in your mind's eye what you figured out. I would like you to choose now one eye, the eye that felt a little bit lazier, the side of the neck that maybe felt tighter. One eye. And with that eye, move up and down. And yes, the other eye will move as well, but we're focusing on one eye. Feel the liquid, the wetness inside the eyeball, and feel the eye rolling in an arc up towards your forehead and down towards your cheeks. And invite the rest of the body, your sacrum, your feet, your head, to join in that movement. And let it go and rest. Feel the difference between the two sides. And now let's invite the other eye to do the same thing. Going down and up. Noticing the wetness. Noticing the arc as the eyeball is rolling up towards your forehead and rolling down towards your cheeks. And is the eye going directly up or directly down, or does it travel to different areas of the way? It's like riding the red that's going to visit, going different places in the woods. Or can you go straight up and straight down? Do we have control over the zigzagging of the eyeball? And rest this eye. And again, move the eyes together up and together down. And as you're doing it, visualize the whole body, veins, blood, skin, muscle, and especially the fascia, the connective tissue between every single thing in the body, communicating and including from the tippy toes all the way through the bones and the organs and the muscles. Everything is responding to the eye movement. Try to slow it down to a slow motion as if you are laying in a pool. And when you feel the whole thing connecting, only then allow yourself to make the movement maybe an inch bigger. All the way down towards the tail, and all the way up towards as the eye goes up into the forehead. The pelvis goes all the way to the top of the hip, into the lower back. Maybe your fingers are opening and closing a little bit. Maybe your ribs are moving off the floor and into the floor. And when you have enough of it, lengthen your legs. And notice how you're laying on the floor now. And go ahead and choose a shoulder. Doesn't matter which one. You're going to pick up the right one, the correct one for you. And give it a little bit of a shove up towards the ear. So you don't really move it, you just kind of nudge it. Just nudge it. It's like you're trying to hint something with your shoulder. And notice what moves. Probably your arm, your elbow. And focus on the top of your shoulder. So the shoulder is not really moving much, it's just nudging. Take your other hand and put it on the top of the shoulder where the second trapezius goes to. And put the fingers very gently there and see when you nudge the shoulder up if that muscle engages or maybe not. And keep on nudging it and try to get less and less contraction in the muscles. You're trying to move through the levers of the bones. There's really no reason to engage muscles yet. Good, and do the same thing on the other side. So put that arm down and put the fingers on top of the shoulder and see about what does it take to nudge on that side, on the other side. It has a different quality, doesn't it? For me, it's like almost like it's a different person. If I had to translate it, I would say feminine and masculine. And if one side doesn't feel good, what can you do to make it feel better? Can you move your arm outside, inside? Can you turn the fingers direction? And let the fingers of the other hand go down again. So both arms are lengthened on the floor. And do the same knitting with the shoulder in both shoulders. And compare. Compare the quality. How easily do the shoulder glide a little bit up and down? And change the direction of your fingers, so maybe, to something else. And do the same thing. And let it go. And go back to where you feel the most comfortable. And don't move the shoulder, and don't move the head, but imagine that somebody is pulling your shoulder up and your ear down, so that the shoulder and the ear will get closer. But don't do anything. Let somebody, imaginary somebody, bring your shoulder up and your ear down, imagining it, and let it go. And again, you're not moving, but somebody else is pulling your shoulder up and your ear down. Hold it there in that imaginary contraction, and I'm sure that you're feeling the contraction. Feel how much tension there is there, and see if you can keep that shortness, but exhale slowly and relax the tension. You are in charge. That imaginary somebody is still holding you close with the shoulder and the ear, but you internally, with your intention and your breath, can lessen the tension. And now let go, and see if the distance between the letting go now and before was maybe a little bit easier. And now go ahead and turn that eye, whichever side you're using, that side of the eye, turn it to go with the shoulder and the ear. Again, it's imaginary. The only thing that's real is the eye that's moving in that direction. And once you're in the shortness, imaginary contraction, find a way internally to let go. And let go even more. And let it all go. Good. And now we'll do the same thing to the other side. So invite an imaginary puller that would pull your ear down and your shoulder up, but you're not moving. It's all internal. And let it go. And start becoming aware of how much tension do you collect even though you're not moving. And start noticing, where is that tension? Is it only in the neck and the shoulder? Or is it also in your belly and in your hip? What are you doing? And let it go. Are you holding your breath? And let's do it again without movement. The shoulder up and the ear down. And once you get there, hold it. And somehow, with the inner intelligence and with your breath, while you're still holding, relax. Let go what's not necessary. Maybe it's in your fingers. Maybe it's in your elbow. And let go. And again, imagine the pulling up of the shoulder and pulling down of the ear. When you get up there, hold and bring the eye. The eye movement is for real. Move it into that direction. And feel how many more parts in your body are engaging. And let go of the eye. And internally let go of the tension that's not needed. And let go of everything. Gently with your eyes closed, move the eyes to the right side and allow the head to tilt to the right side, following the eye movement. You don't need to go far. And then as you want to come back, bring the eyeballs from the right to the left. Create an arc. And move the head, following the eyes towards the left. And try to slow it down, again, like if it's in a slow motion. And every single connective tissue in your body is sending a message to the rest of your body to participate. So you're not just moving the eyes and the head, but internally you are sensing everything moving. Down to the feet, into the belly. The only thing that's directing is the eyeball moving from side to side. Feeling the liquid that we're swimming in the eyes. Take your time. Try to feel as deep as you can. Feel the movement wraps around your heart, goes through your lungs, visiting your liver, moving your kidneys, supporting your bladder, maybe dance inside you. Feel your sacrum moving from side to side. Feel your skin crawling over the bones and the muscles, vibrating. And slowly find the middle. And let your body rest in the center. Give yourself thanks for allowing yourself to go through this with me. And when you're ready, just when you're ready, slowly roll to a side and stay on that side. We went really deep today, so just give yourself the time to slowly come out. And only when you're ready, slowly come to sitting.